Hey, what's up, everybody? I thought I'd talk about how I got into real estate, and several people have asked me that question, and I honestly got in by accident. Uh, I'm sure you know, or at least most people know now, the market is really tough for buyers, and honestly, it was still tough, about 4 years ago, since I started. And my initial, um, my initial plan, um, was to buy a single family house with my wife and I. And we're looking in all areas. And every area that we looked into had a high volume of offers. And unfortunately, we weren't really competitive because I was an like my wife and I, we were both FHA buyers. And also, we didn't, we didn't put a lot down. We didn't have a big down payment, and we just didn't have the kind of money that some of the other offers, uh, that some of the other offers had, and also some of the contingencies that some of these offers were willing to put. And I was a first time home buyer. So, going through that experience 4 years ago was extremely scary to me. And, looking back at it now, I was extremely conservative on how I was going to put an offer on a home. So it came to a point where um, we weren't competitive. So we weren't winning any offers that we were putting in. So there was one home that we looked at, and it was in Jenkintown, and it was a foreclosed home, and I'll share the screen here. Yeah, it was a foreclosed home in Jenkintown, and it was a duplex. So this home right here is a duplex, and it needed, I'm sure you guys know, it needed work. Like, look at the pictures here. It needed a lot of work. And what I decided to do was to rent one of the units, or what I had in mind was to rent one of the units and then live in the other. So this is coined as the term of house hacking. So if you ever hear the term house hacking, that's exactly what this is. You buy a property, a duplex, triplex, or any kind of multifamily house, you live in one unit, and then you rent out the others. So this is a duplex. I honestly thought that it was in a really good area, and also, the numbers to me worked. And what I did was I took a renovation loan. It's called a 203K loan, which I will explain later, but it's a renovation loan that allowed me to work on this home as a project and completely renovate it, while still being an FHA buyer. So luckily, kind of going back, I won. I won the bid for this home, and within a full year period of time, I was able to renovate it. So it went from, looking like this to looking like that. And I believe it was like $160,000 at the time for a complete renovation. So I was able to completely renovate everything. And now I'm still living here, and I'm actually filming here in the same duplex that I bought 4 years ago, and I'm living in one of the units, and then I'm renting upstairs. So it allowed me to understand the responsibilities of being a landlord. And once I was able to gain that responsibility and understand, you know, what I had to do as far as being a landlord, collecting rent, and maintaining the property. That's when I started venturing out into buying more properties. And I started looking in Philadelphia, and then it came to a point where I just thought it would be best for me to get my real estate license, which I actually ended up getting. And then once I got my real estate license, I was initially using my license to supplement my business as an investor. And within the past year, I switched brokerages into where I'm at with EXP. And that's when I decided to go full time as a realtor. So I think at this point, a lot of people do get confused with, even now, sometimes the differences between what I do as an investor, and also as a realtor. There are differences between the two, and the major difference is that as an investor, obviously you are actively buying and selling properties for your own portfolio, and typically as a realtor, you are helping other people. So, having experiences on both sides of the field, I'm now full time as not only as an investor, I am now full time as a realtor to really provide for you guys in any way I can. So if you guys have any questions, or if you have any questions, or if there's any topics that you guys want to discuss, please comment below. I'd love to hear and get any feedback from you guys. All right, take care.